What's a dirty secret that everybody in your industry knows about but anyone outside of your line of work would be scandalized to hear? When repairing furniture, a lot of times we just use a marker to cover up scratches. Granted, they are carefully selected to match the color, of course, but they are still just normal markers. Drug abuse of every kind is normalized in the restaurant industry. It's crazy how many alcoholics/casual cocaine users I've worked with. Although heavy drugs are very much frowned upon, people will boast about killing a bottle of expensive whiskey the other night. I work at a grocery store bakery and the cake comes to us frozen. We hand decorate most everything, but the cake part is baked at our warehouse and shipped to us frozen. People are genuinely shocked that we don't make every single thing from scratch every day. That would take *SO* long. There's no way. My own family raved about how good our cakes are, and when I told them how they come suddenly they're garbage. It's just a grocery store. IDKY, everyone expects handcrafted artisanal cakes baked fresh every 10 minutes. Edit. Just to clear this up in case you're imagining rock hard frozen cake, they don't get solid like ice. You can cut them while they're frozen, or even crumble them up with your hands. They get way softer after they thaw, but TBH, some cakes taste better if eaten while frozen. Chocolate especially emo. If you have a weird or amusing name, it will probably get made fun of by somebody. Industry. Any job that involves working with customer data. Teacher here. We know that a percentage, depends on the school, of our colleagues are doing a crap job, and we cover for them, because we can't find anyone better, or the principal simply doesn't care. Pharmacist here. Whenever pills get dropped on the floor, they get picked up and go back in the bottle. The folks in the ambulance with you, regardless of what you are being charged for care/transport, are making between $9 and $25. No one I know makes the upper end an hour. They genuinely care for your health/well-being, so long as you genuinely need their service, but could be in the middle of the 16th of December 24-hour shift. Not as glamorous as some. The construction industry, even in the UK, has big problems with what we call modern slavery. It's always the same formula. Young men are rounded up in Eastern Europe, told there's a fixer who can get them a good job in Italy, France, Germany, Britain. They won't even have to pay anything up front. When they arrive, the UK is preferred as it's outside the EU free travel zone. Their passports are taken, and they are told they have massive debt they have to pay back. They're boarded in tiny hovels with one bedroom between maybe 4 people. We are getting better at detecting it than we used to be, but there's an awful lot of progress to be made. People hate to see trees cut. So now when the paper and lumber companies cut land near the freeway, they leave 10 yards of trees. The next time you're driving and see trees, look and see if they stop in about 30 feet. Maybe not as scandalous as some things here, but I don't think people realize how wasteful live theater tends to be. Some places make an effort to reuse materials, but even then there's a shit ton of painted lumber, foam, and decommissioned props that go straight to the dump after the set's torn down. Perhaps not scandalous, but the urine pregnancy tests used in physicians' offices and hospitals have the same accuracy as the cheap no-name brands you can buy at box stores. It's a $45 charge for the test where I work. The actual price of eyeglass lenses. We don't drain the pool after a kid throws up. We chlorinate the heck out of it. The bacteria are dead. We clean the crud out. But draining and refilling a pool would be waste of time and water. Seriously, though, it's clean when we are done. You won't get sick from whatever Charlie had before he upchucked. A lot of your favorite YouTubers are just the talent. The face of a much larger operation that fakes authenticity. The animation field is full of weirdos and perverts. including those that work in children's animation, but I mean come on, they are just people like in any field. Lawyers generally do not dislike each other. The prosecutor for your son's case and his defense attorney may very well be good friends. Parcels marked fragile are treated exactly the same as every other parcel. Tech companies that offer breakfast, lunch, dinners, and other amazing sounding perks are just doing whatever they can to keep you at work for as long as possible. Those totally jacked up personal trainers didn't get that way from the protein supplement they are trying to sell you. Used to be in theater. Casting couch shit is prevalent in some professional circles, and sleeping your way up, or having to show skin to audition, is not surprising to hear about. The whole Kevin Spacey thing recently. Yeah. I was being told stories about Kevin Spacey when I was in college nearly 20 years ago, how he was trading an understudy role to young men he fancied in exchange for sexual favors. It was always just a yeah, this exists, you can choose to participate or not, people don't really judge either way. It's an entire industry with 100 times more aspirants than needed, many of whom are young, desperate, and good looking, and a small number of powerful people with artist egos holding all the cards. It is the least surprising thing ever. Almost all of the calls you hear on your local radio station are not live. They were recorded during the last song, or during a commercial break. There are many sneaky ways to make a call sound live. Not really my industry anymore, but I used to work in a pet store, and now I work for a vet that works closely with several pet stores. If you're in a pet store that sells snakes, there's like a 75% chance at any given time that there's a snake loose in there. Great, you made it to the end. Now smash that like button and subscribe for even more videos like this one.